Taylor Swift's team is now coming out swinging, and that is super interesting. An article just dropped about Taylor Swift is alleging that Blake Lively is lying, but is Taylor telling the truth, or is this just a strategy to save her own skin? And Blake Lively's PR team wants us to know that everything that's happening right now is hurting Blake's feelings. Blake Lively sources say Justin Baldoni lawsuit is causing her and Ryan Reynolds severe anguish. In that article, we're told that Blake Lively is quote unquote emotionally zapped, but she remains confident nonetheless. And the legal battles have apparently, quote, taken a deep emotional toll on the actress. You know, someone asked me recently why this particular case has seized the world. It was just a perfect act of evil that was almost executed in broad daylight. The press was complicit. They almost got it done. This guy would have done, canceled nothing. What would have happened to Justin Baldoni? He would have been canceled. Taylor Swift is now fighting back hard. Her team is not pulling any punches over the last 12 hours. And there's an article that just got dropped in TMZ about an hour and a half ago, and they're making it clear that she wants nothing to do with this case. She's calling out Blake Lively for lying, okay? In other words, Taylor had no idea there was a meeting going on with Justin. She was introduced to him for the first and only time. Taylor believes Blake timed her meeting with Justin so Taylor would arrive before he left, and there's more. Taylor is also learning that Blake has been inappropriately leveraging her name for a long time. So is it possible that they use her name that when she's not there and she's not aware? Sure. I think Taylor Swift is lying. Here's an element where I believe she's just flat out caught lying, okay? At one point, to feature her song, she got somebody fired. That is the allegation that is made, and she's curiously not responding to that. And I do also want to say this, smartest move that Brian Friedman could make is to put her on the stand. It's the last thing that Blake and Ryan want, is to have their major A-list fan that they have been using to threaten people behind the scenes suddenly put on the stand and exposed. It would be such a inglorious end to their friendship.
I can tell you this, anyone that can provide evidence in this case is going to be deposed.
That's Taylor Swift.
She was there for that meeting.
Okay, well, I'm a lawyer. I know what that means.
Recently, Justin Baldoni's attorney made a shocking revelation. Taylor Swift may have to testify in court if Blake Lively doesn't reach a settlement. This announcement isn't merely legal ploys. It's a strong indication that accountability is more important than Hollywood showmanship. Group Justin Baldoni is adamantly in favor of seeking justice and believes that the truth must be revealed regardless of one's personal relationships. Blake Lively, a sexist actor whose dramatic penchant seems to be going out of control, is exaggerating this conflict to the point where it seems more intended to make headlines than to represent reality. One of the most well-respected people in the business, Taylor Swift, is prudently taking a backseat to safeguard her reputation in the meantime. In today's analysis, we examine how the goal of this case is to prevent exaggerated claims from tainting the waters of creative integrity rather than to support celebrity influence. The stakes for all parties involved could not be higher, as every detail is examined and every motivation is questioned. This is a watershed moment that calls into question Hollywood's acceptance of sensationalism and reaffirms that the truth should always triumph over flimsy showmanship. When Justin Baldoni's legal team made it clear that Taylor Swift might be forced to testify in court if Blake Lively is unable to reach a settlement, the controversy broke out. This goes beyond a brief disagreement or a dispute over trivial contractual details. It concerns a conscious effort to influence early creative choices for one's own benefit. Actor and filmmaker Baldoni, who has long supported artistic freedom, is currently embroiled in a personal and legal maze that extends well beyond typical Hollywood conflicts. The purported pressure to change scripts is an assault on the integrity of the creative process, not just a matter of artistic disagreements. His legal team is using this threat to compel accountability and transparency. By possibly putting Taylor Swift on the witness stand in a case that seems to have its roots in exaggerated theatricality, the procedure hopes to uncover the real story behind the deceptive practices that have tainted this production. This courageous legal position sends a message that no one, no matter how powerful, can change the facts without facing repercussions. Business-savvy Taylor Swift, who is praised for her unwavering dedication to excellence, has made the deliberate choice to disassociate herself from the growing drama surrounding Blake Lively, who is well known for meticulously curating her image and safeguarding her reputation both personally and professionally. Instead of mindlessly supporting a friend whose claims are escalating into a full-fledged legal circus, Taylor is refusing to be dragged into a spectacle that appears to be more about attention than truth. Taylor's decision serves as a potent reminder that genuine loyalty does not entail compromising one's morals or jeopardizing one's reputation for dramatic effect. She is placing a higher priority on honesty and accountability. This calculated retreat is an admission that getting caught up in pointless showmanship could destroy everything she has worked so hard to achieve over the years, not a betrayal. Her choice makes it very evident that upholding one's morals comes first in situations where hyperbole obscures the truth. It's a stance that upholds her legacy while also supporting a more sensible method of settling conflicts in Hollywood. Let's be honest, the accusations made by Blake Lively's camp seem more like exaggerated theatricality than a sincere pursuit of justice. Blake, who was once renowned for her poised public persona and red carpet charm, now seems to be overreacting, transforming what ought to be a straightforward argument into a complex drama. Her allegations of manipulation and harassment didn't seem to be supported by enough evidence, indicating that they were made primarily to boost her profile in a field where her star power is eroding. Blake's actions demonstrate an attention-seeking appetite that goes well beyond the truth by bringing Taylor Swift into the dispute and forcing the story into a courtroom showdown. Blake's story seems like a last-ditch effort to stay relevant, whereas Justin Baldoni's position is based on documented legal and creative grievances. A relic of high school drama instead of professional responsibility. It's becoming more and more clear in this moral and legal showdown that, when the facts are considered, the drama only serves to cast doubt on Blake's credibility and the veracity of her allegations. Amidst the glitz and glamour, Taylor Swift and Blake Lively's friendship was praised for its genuineness and support of one another, making them the epitome of Hollywood camaraderie. Their relationship, which was based on years of mutual success and public support, once represented the pinnacle of celebrity partnerships. However, as the legal storm worsens and the flaws in that relationship become more apparent, Taylor's decision to distance herself is not a personal vendetta, but rather a calculated reaction to a developing circumstance that puts her integrity in jeopardy. Blake's inflated assertions take center stage. A narrative that no longer supports the truth is causing the foundation of their friendship to crumble. A legal circus is now overshadowing past instances of sincere connection, red carpet appearances, heartfelt partnerships, and moments of solidarity. It serves as a sobering reminder that upholding antiquated alliances can come at too great a cost when private allegiances clash with public accountability. In this case, Taylor's gradual retreat is an attempt to protect her legacy from the fallout of baseless showmanship. A legal battle at the center of this developing drama, driven by sensationalism and exaggeration, has the potential to completely change how Hollywood resolves conflicts. Justin Baldoni's attorney has made it very clear that Taylor Swift will be forced to testify if Blake Lively doesn't reach a settlement, bringing the truth to the harsh light of a courtroom. This is a battle to preserve the integrity of the creative process and make sure that deceptive practices are not allowed to continue unchallenged, not to vent personal grievances for the sake of public spectacle. This case is crucial for the Justin Baldoni team because it pits skill and moral character against exaggerated assertions and desperate showmanship. The ramifications go well beyond this particular disagreement, establishing a standard for how disputes of this nature could be settled in a field that frequently values show over content. A resolution that encourages openness and accountability could usher in a new era in Hollywood where merit and truth are valued above all else. On the other hand, if the outcome favors those who abuse their influence, it could pave the way for future abuses of power and creative environments. As one of Hollywood's most dramatic legal dramas comes to an end, there are many important and obvious lessons to be learned. It is not disloyalty on Taylor Swift's part for her to consciously distance herself from Blake Lively. It's a daring pledge to maintain honesty and responsibility despite the intense drama. A larger change in Hollywood is microscopically represented by this case, one in which the establishment of justice and freedom is superseding misplaced loyalty and attention-grabbing showmanship. For Justin Baldoni, this is more than just a legal dispute. It's a protest against a culture that all too easily condones manipulation and exaggeration as part of the story. Going forward, this case may compel a reassessment of the industry's dispute resolution procedures, paving the way for a time when true talent is valued and every assertion is examined using the weight of the evidence rather than the allure of scandal. The guts to put accountability ahead of vacuous loyalty. It might redefine celebrity relationships and establish new norms for appropriate behavior in the workplace. Finally, this legal drama is a turning point for the principles that ought to govern our sector. It is much more than just another news story. We are reminded that accountability must never be compromised for the sake of star power by Justin Baldoni's unwavering resolve to defend his rights in the face of sensationalism. Taylor Swift's sensible decision to cut ties with Blake Lively emphasizes that genuine loyalty entails upholding one's integrity rather than holding on to stale relationships that jeopardize one's reputation both personally and professionally. Even though Blake's exaggerated statements may have once drawn media attention, new information indicates that measured accountability, not spectacular spectacle, is where the truth lies. The industry must decide whether to allow sensationalism to drive narratives as the legal process progresses, or welcome to a new era where success is based on true talent, fairness, and accountability. Group Justin Baldoni is unwavering in its conviction that prioritizing content over spectacle is the way to a better Hollywood. Join the discussion about whether Hollywood is prepared for this revolutionary change by leaving your comments below. There's always more to learn as the narrative progresses. In order to be the first to know when more secrets are revealed, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell